Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, dear friends. Ahem. I decided to record a video to clarify my position regarding the video I made. Well, some of my friends, especially those I am particularly close with and trust deeply, have told me on several occasions saying things like, Apti, of course, the priest was wrong in that situation. They wanted to reassure me and make it clear that they believe the priest's actions were not justified. As they told me, his name is Father Gabriel Vinogradov, I think. He is 75 years old. Well, as a Caucasian man, you shouldn't have insulted him by calling him an idiot. Honestly, I'll admit maybe as a Caucasian and considering his age, maybe I shouldn't have insulted him. In principle, I take this criticism the right way. So, of course, in this case, it's purely because of his age. Of course, I sincerely apologize to him, especially because of his advanced age. But here, I have a very interesting and thought-provoking question to consider. When Father Gabriel openly insults 2 billion Muslims, saying that our faith is completely wrong, not a single one of my friends who are calling me now, who I talk to, not one of them is making a video or telling him, Father, you are acting wrongly at a time when we, on the contrary, should be uniting with Muslims. Right now, you are creating division between us. You shouldn't do that. So, no one is saying this when he says that Muslims on the order of the Mullah will rise up and slaughter all of Moscow. He is basically labeling all of us as terrorists. That's it. I lived in Moscow for a year and a half. I went to that same mosque. It was just as hard to pray there, because there simply isn't enough space to pray. The mosque is small, and in winter, just like everyone else, I stood outside in the rain, laying down a mat or a plastic sheet beneath me. Just like the other guys, I prayed there. If there were a place to pray, people probably wouldn't be standing outside. That wouldn't bother anyone. But to call all of us terrorists just because we pray, simply because we gather together for peaceful collective prayer, excuse me, but I honestly just don't get it at all. So, does that mean you all decided to just stay silent when all Muslims who live in Moscow and in fact live peacefully were insulted in this way? That's 2 billion Muslims. You're saying that our religion is wrong. Essentially, you're telling people that we're practically terrorists who, at the command of a mullah, will rise up and slaughter everyone. And you react to all this calmly. You forward this video to each other. You rejoice. You see what a hero he is for saying that. And then, out of everything that happened, you pick out my words like, look, he insulted him by calling him this or that. I honestly didn't quite get it. What is this? What kind of ping pong is this? You're playing games, obviously. I didn't really understand. Yes, let me tell you one thing. For me, there is God. That's number one. After God, there's my mother. That's number two. Everything else, for me, comes after these, after God and my mother, as they say. If someone insults my religion, I'm not going to sit quietly just to please someone. If someone insults my mother, I'm not going to stay silent to please anyone either. Why are you behaving like this? I'll tell you why, because you have no conscience. If you kept silent when all of this was said, then please be so kind as to stay silent now. And when I said what I think in this situation, I'll say, no, they didn't know, they didn't hear. Well, then you need to listen when things like this happen. I sent this video which about 500 people had forwarded to Meadow, my friend, and said, ask around. Let at least someone speak up. Let at least someone say something. Because now this wave is starting, everyone is beginning to spread it around. Here, it works like this. First, the Psychological Operations Center gets involved, then those with extremist views among Muslims, then those with extremist views among Christians, and then there are those who have nothing to do with either group at all. All of them want to destabilize Russia, to drive a wedge, and they're all stirring up this topic. Let someone at least say something, at least apologize or do something. But it's not right to act this way. I waited about 10 days. I didn't hear a single word from anyone. So what does that mean? You can say whatever you want. You have the right to do that. But if someone says something against you, well, then they're not at fault. Is that how it is? How does that even make sense to you in your own heads? Of course, I'll say what I think. And I'm not going to try to please anyone. I have my Orthodox brothers with whom I stand shoulder to shoulder in the war. We are fighting against the armies of the Antichrist Dajjal. I am doing everything I can to unite Muslims and Christians first and foremost, as well as everyone else who stands with us in the same ranks. And for me, anyone who helps the enemy in any way is my enemy. If someone does something to make that happen, then sorry, I cannot allow myself to tolerate it. I cannot allow myself to stay silent, because my goal is not to please people. My goal is to make sure that God is pleased with me. And no matter what happens, I will stick to this goal. So to all those who are now forwarding some videos, telling someone something, no, honestly, I feel absolutely calm about it. You do this because you have nothing better to do. You simply have nothing else to do. You react the same way when 2 billion Muslims or 30 million Muslims in Russia are insulted. We cannot just disappear in a single day to please you. We cannot just relocate ourselves somewhere else, as they say. Sorry, but we are Muslims of Russia. We must pray in Russia, and we must have the right to do so. And for that, we should not be called terrorists. Not literally, but essentially, the way it's presented is that if a mullah gives the order, they'll immediately slaughter everyone. What kind of talk is that? So, if you care about the state and for the state, then think about the state and don't take steps that will lead to the collapse of Russia. And if you don't care about the state and don't care about keeping Russia whole, about preventing conflict between us, then in that case you also need to understand which side you're on. We cannot be divided today, because if we are divided, it will mean the collapse of Russia. And no one is going to play these cat and mouse games with you. Therefore, I believe that, yes, I'll say it again as someone who is older and has more life experience, calling him an idiot, maybe considering his age and the circumstances, that was, well, not really right. I agree with that. But everything else on the contrary, every word you say actually works against you, because you stayed silent when he said things he shouldn't have. Things that are typical for someone of that age, 75 years old. Do you understand? Ahmad, power! Russia strength. God is one. Allahu Akbar.